Wonderful people, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy 30th day in the month of May in the year of 2025. Breaking news. Today, we have a lot of stories to tell my people today. Just like as I enlisted some during my live program. We have a success of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's court yesterday, trial upon trial at the Fulani High Court. And we have also today Mazen Nnamdi Kanu appearing before the judge. We have also the opening of our first embassy of the Biafra Republic government in Washington, D.C. All these things are victories. But anyways, I would not like to take much of your time. Simon Ekpa appeared in court today. I want you to see what happened inside the courtroom today. That is what I want you to watch now. So just watch it. As you're watching, make sure you drop your opinion in the comment section. Mazi Simon Ekpa appears in court today. When we come back, then I will read the news in detail. But I would like you to watch this clip first. Then we'll come back for more discussion. Oh yeah, let's go there. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe for more interesting videos coming your way. I love you all.
News Network, the voice that tells it as it is, without filters, without fear. This is where facts matter and the people come first. If you're tired of half-told stories, stick around. Let's get into today's headlines. In Finland, a high-profile case is making waves both at home and abroad. Simon Ekpa, a former Lahti city councillor originally from Biafra, stood before the Päijät-Häme district court this Friday. The charges? Serious ones. He's accused of taking part in a terrorist organization and encouraging criminal acts online, all in support of Biafra's independence movement. Prosecutors claim Ekpa coordinated online activities from Finland that, under Finnish law, could be classified as terrorism. They're asking for a 6-year prison sentence. But how strong is the case? State prosecutor Sampsa Hakala says they've gathered plenty of online evidence and digital communications to back up their claims. However, there's a major hurdle. The alleged crimes happened in Nigeria, not in Finland. That makes it harder to track down specific details. Ekpa's defense lawyer, Carly Gumaris, has raised red flags about the credibility of evidence coming from Nigerian sources. He pointed out that relying on foreign reports, especially from a politically charged environment, makes the case even more complicated. Can you really try a man in Finland for actions allegedly carried out thousands of miles away? Ekpa has denied all charges during police interviews, including accusations that he tried to procure weapons for pro-Biafra groups. And this isn't just about terrorism. He's also being investigated for aggravated tax fraud. Born in Biafra, Ekpa moved to Finland in 2007 as an athlete. He later became involved in local politics, even serving on Lahti's public transport board. But today, his future hangs in the balance as the court proceedings continue. Biafrans maintain that the case against Ekpa is politically motivated and that he remains innocent of all charges. Meanwhile, across Nigeria and the diaspora, Biafrans marked May 30th with silence, prayers, and powerful symbolism. This is not just a date on the calendar. It is a living memory, a day soaked in sorrow and pride. Why May 30th? Because on this day in 1967, the late Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu declared Biafra's independence. It was a reaction to brutal killings, deep-rooted political marginalization, and a tilted military structure that left the Igbo people vulnerable and voiceless. What followed was 3 years of war, starvation, and death. Over 1 million lives, many of them innocent children, were lost. Though the guns went silent in 1970, the pain never did. General Gowon may have declared, "No victor, no vanquished," but generations later many are still asking, was that really true? In Umuahia, the capital of Abia State, it was a city in stillness. Streets were empty, markets locked, schools closed, banks shut their doors. Residents obeyed the sit-at-home directive issued by IPOB and other pro-Biafra groups like BRGIE and USB. Despite the government's threats, the order was widely respected. Tricycles and a few vehicles dotted the roads, but the usual hustle and bustle was missing. There was no sign of security personnel patrolling or disrupting the calm. Unlike previous years, no clashes were reported. Instead, some youths took to the streets, not in protest, but to play football, turning silent roads into makeshift fields. Others stood at their doorsteps, talking quietly about Nigeria's ongoing political uncertainty. Biafra Day wasn't only observed in Nigeria. In Japan, Biafrans held solidarity marches. In Israel, the UK, and other parts of the world, the message was the same. Biafra lives on. No threats, no intimidation could silence that voice. In fact, the peaceful observance only amplified it. As one commentator put it, this year's Biafra Day wasn't just a memory, it was a message. And that's it for today's bulletin. If this report helped you see beyond the headlines, go ahead. Like, share, and subscribe to Biafra News Network. Your support keeps us reporting the truth, no matter where it leads. Stay alert, stay informed, and as always, keep your eyes open and your heart strong. Until next time.
Look at Japan. There is no mineral resources here. All you can see is brain resources. Look at buildings. This is Japan. Everything is working accordingly. They don't need nobody to help them. Everything is working here. Look at flyover. This is flyover. Japan does not have mineral resources, but they do have brain resources. But in the zoo, all we have is criminal politicians. Milking the nation to the ground. Shame upon them all. Biafra shall be free. Where you? I told you that Japan do not have mineral resources. All they have is brain resources. Look at what they built. We have mineral resources that cause us mayhem, cause us trouble in the highest order. We pray God let that mineral resources dry up so that we can have peace. We do not belong to Hausa Fulani. Free Biafra, let it be. Biafra! Biafra! God bless Japan. God bless Japan. God bless Japan. God bless Biafra. God bless Biafra.
Tata bụ 30th of May. Taa bụ Remembrance Day of our foreign heroes. Tata ka a na-akpọ ya as a Biafran Day. Ịma na asị when you go to Rome, you behave like a Rome. All this side of pattern of this Eastern Igbo. Say na fa bụ ndị Biafran. Si welu nke amalụfa. Ịghọtago so ịbịa inyefa flower fa gị na fa kwesịrị na-akọ na ike ihe ndị a na-eme tata. So ị na-anya efu na enwero movement. Ebe nnọ tata bụ head bridge. if you never movement. So all I can say no. Oh yeah, here na Ojuku. He came Banewi. Oh yeah, Ojuku. Maybe Ali Kunyale. But come on, Kunyale. I go on a katana, on a kataka, the Ramwa, or choir. So ever I not that up na head breathing. Come on, Joy. More somebody new update. What I go? I will also or
in remembrance of over 5 million died during Biafra Nigerian genocide war. Iceland is flying Biafran flag. God bless Biafra.
For the freedom we seek, now the path we choose. Then feet hold us down, but we no go bow. Biafra go rise, we they shout them now. Biafra will be free.
Okay, wonderful one and a wonderful news. But before we go to the video you just finished watch, I would like us to just take a little bite on this message. What happened today at the court appearance, or rather first court appearance of Simon Ekpa Njoko, the United States of Biafra Prime Minister. Let's see, it said terrorism trial starts for former athletes turned politicians. The prosecution is demanding a 6-year prison sentence for Simon Ekpa on terrorism-related charges, according to what they are reading here. But I can tell you, as we read down, you will find where they complicate themselves. Either they complicate or they implicate themselves. Simon Ekpa, a former local councillor from Latte, appeared before the Paijet Hame District Court on Friday, which is today, to face terrorism-related charges in a preparatory hearing. This one is just a pre-trial hearing. Ekpa is accused of participating in a terrorist organization. What is that terrorist organization? IPOB. And publicly inciting crimes for terrorism purposes. Prosecutors allege that he has been actively involved in a separatist movement seeking independence for the, listen to this word, for the so-called Biafra region in the southeastern Nigeria. The prosecution argues that the activity conducted online and coordinated from Finland may constitute terrorism under Finnish law. Finnish or Finnish law. Okay. Prosecutors are demanding a 6-year prison sentence for Ekpa. That is prosecutors. People who have filed the case against Simon Ekpa. That is the one. So this one now is not something, it is not something serious. Some people will see this now and tell you, Ekpa is going to prison. This one is just like prosecutor of Martin Namdekano, which is a federal government, Awomolo. That is their prey, that this person should go to jail and spend so amount of years. Some even will also sell a demand for life imprisonment or death sentence. So this one now is just prosecutor, not the Finland government. Are you hearing me now? But let us continue. We have a great deal of evidence regarding this individual's online activity and communications, said State Prosecutor Samsa Hakala. The prosecution, however, acknowledged that obtaining detailed information about the alleged terrorism-related acts is difficult. You see where they implicated themselves there, as they are believed to have taken place in Africa. So you are charging somebody for terrorism, and you are praying that the person have at least a minimum or maximum jail sentence of 6 years. But here again, you say that it is difficult to unearthing what happened while you are charging him for terrorism. That's exactly what they mean here. But the English might be too confusing for you. You want to charge somebody for 6 years for terrorism, and on the other hand again, it said you cannot be able to detail how it happened because it happened in Africa. Then why are you charging him for terrorism? Because you have collected money. Let us continue. During the pre-trial hearing on Friday, Ekpa's lawyer, Kale Gumaras, also raised concerns about the inability of information coming from Nigeria. Finnish police have investigated the case together with Nigerian authorities. So what are their findings? We want them to make it public in the court. Yes. If you want to start somebody, provide evidence, because he who alleges must prove. Provide the evidence. You have make your investigation with Nigerian counterpart. What is your findings? Provide those evidence in court. Then let's see where Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. During police interviews, Ekpa denied the charges, said, "I have nothing to do with that," which also included suspicions of ordering weapons for pro-Biafra groups. The district court is also examining allegations of aggravated tax fraud. Born in Biafra, Ekpa moved to Finland in 2007 as an athlete. He has been a member of the National Coalition Party (NCP) and served on Latte's Public Transport Board. So this are the things that happened at the court today. And I'm very sure the video you just finished watch have showed you everything. Do you see how UK are playing Nigeria? Are using Nigeria to play Kalo. In UK today, all the whole Biafran shops are totally shut down. They are in memorial service of Biafrans, and even they are protesting on the street. No single police, no even a man of war, no bodyguard, no security that stop them. In Israel, the same thing. In Iceland, the same thing. In Japan, Nigerians are all over the street protesting. These countries are countries that matters, and they could not even shoot a rubber bullet on any of the Biafrans. But they are using Nigeria head to play Kalo. And Nigeria are falling for their tricks. You see why the Oyibos, it seems like they are more smarter than the blacks. The same Oyibo, the same UK who pushed Nigeria to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same UK who turned their back on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he spoke against their own interest in the Biafra land. And now the same UK who allowed Biafra to be registered in UK. The same UK who allowed Biafrans to be protesting on the 30th May, even when the Nigerian government said nothing of such, that everybody should go about their normal businesses. Israel is also under lock and key for all the whole Biafran shops over there, and government dare not to touch them. It shock you, Abi? Let it not shock you. This one is just two messages in one message about Simon Ekpa and about the memorial of our heroes and heroines day. So just manage this the way you see it. But I can tell you for free of charge, you see this game, now it is becoming more interesting. Now it is becoming more interesting to the extent that them who never believed from the onset are now agreeing to the terms and conditions of this movement. It sounds funny, but it is true. We are winning the fight, and I want you to continue the celebration. Today, promise. What happened last year? They want to indict us, but they end up indicting themselves. This year, it will never happen again. The Biafrans of 1967 to 1970 are not Biafrans of 2025. You can never compare the two. There's no comparison. So, my wonderful people, I don't want to take much of your time. Today is really a big day in the lives of every Biafran out there, both young or old. So, use this message just to enjoy your stay at home. Make sure, as you are watching, drop your opinion at the comment section. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. And I could hear my voice again when I come back. Na me, Mo Nwem, Ukulora, One Nation, will always be here to serve you. Emesiano, wonderful people. I love you all. Shikina.